This is the Isinwheel electric bike, and honestly, just looking at it, you can tell it's built for people like me who want something practical and compact. I've been searching for a solid e-bike for adults, but also wanted something that fits my nephew since he's a teenager, and this one just ticks all those boxes for me. The appearance is actually pretty clean and modern. It has this step-through frame, so it's super easy to get on and off, and it doesn't look bulky at all. The white carbon steel construction feels sturdy without being too heavy, which is awesome if, like me, you sometimes have to deal with stairs or tight storage spaces. From my experience, what really stands out with this e-bike is how portable and versatile it is. The 14-inch wheel size means it's not intimidating or oversized, and the whole thing folds down quickly. The handlebar, the pedals, and even the seat, which is height adjustable, can be made compact enough to store away in a car trunk, under your desk, or even in a small apartment. For anyone worried about space, like I definitely was, this feature alone is a game changer. A quick review of the power. The Isinwheel comes with a 500-watt motor, which I was a bit skeptical about at first. I wasn't sure if it would be enough to handle the small hills around my neighborhood, but it really surprised me. The smart chip and adaptive power tech means it can automatically sense when it's going up an incline and gives you a boost without making the ride jerky or awkward. I tested it on a 15-degree hill, and it handled it without any issues. The top speed goes up to 20 mph, which feels just right for city streets. Fast enough that you're not lagging behind, but not so fast that it feels unsafe or out of control, especially for teens who are just getting used to e-bikes. One thing I want to point out is the battery. I always worry about how long you can actually ride these things before needing to charge again. And with this bike, the 36V 7.8 Ah battery is hidden inside the frame, which protects it from weather and theft. It's removable and charges much faster than I thought, only around 3 to 4 hours for a full charge based on my tests. With moderate pedal assist, I can usually get about 25 miles out of a single charge. For city commutes and general everyday rides, that's more than enough for me. For people like me who sometimes forget to charge their gadgets overnight, this shorter charging time is a huge plus. If you're new to e-bikes, there are 3 modes on this one: pure electric, pedal assist, and normal bike mode. Pure electric is just what it sounds like. You don't have to pedal at all, which is nice for lazy days. Pedal assist is where the motor gives you a hand while you ride, making hills and longer distances easier. Normal bike mode turns off the motor, so it's just like any regular bike if you want some exercise. Switching between modes is simple through the digital display on the handlebars. Speaking of that, the LCD screen shows your current speed, how much battery is left, and what assist mode you are in. It's bright enough that I can see it clearly, even in direct sunlight. The comfort level is honestly better than expected. I'll admit that I wasn't sure about the wide, slightly plush seat, but after a week of using this e-bike on my daily commute, I can say it really works. No sore spots, even after longer rides. The fat 14-inch wheels help smooth out bumps in the road, and even though the bike uses rigid suspension, it doesn't beat you up on rougher surfaces. The ride can feel a bit firm if you try gravel or cobblestones, but on typical streets and sidewalks, it's totally fine. If you care about safety, you'll appreciate that it has double disc brakes for consistent stopping power. It also has both head and tail lights. These might sound standard, but honestly, commuting early in the morning or late at night feels much better knowing you're well lit and visible. Let me talk a little about assembly, because I was a bit nervous about this. I'm not exactly a bike mechanic, but putting the Isinwheel together wasn't too hard. It took maybe 40 minutes from box to first ride. The instructions are clear enough if you take your time. The folding mechanism was especially easy the first time, which made me less anxious about breaking anything if I rushed it. I did notice that because it's got a strong frame, the overall weight is more than some lighter folding bikes, but unless you have to carry it up multiple flights of stairs every single day, it shouldn't be a big issue. In my opinion, it's perfect for adults who want something straightforward for urban commuting, but it's also great for teens. I'd recommend this for anyone from about 12 years old, as long as they're tall enough for a 14-inch frame. I got this for my nephew, and he absolutely loves it. It takes him to school and back, and so far, it hasn't let him down. The basket is surprisingly useful. He sticks his backpack or groceries in there, or just his basketball if he's going out for fun. One thing to keep in mind, especially if you're new, while most things you need come included, some extra accessories like a fender or rear rack may cost you a bit more. The plastic seat worried me at first about durability, but so far, it's holding up. Also, the bike supports up to 264 pounds, so I don't feel like I'm stretching the limit, which is always a concern for bigger riders like me. A few more personal thoughts. Sometimes, the firm ride over potholes or rough patches can be a little jarring, especially if you're used to thicker shock absorbers. And if you plan to go long distances every single day, you might want to consider an extra battery, just in case. That said, charging it every few days was enough for my regular use. Also, because this bike uses a single-speed belt drive, there's almost no maintenance needed. I honestly forget it's even there, and it makes the actual riding experience a lot quieter and smoother than chain-driven bikes I've tried in the past. From my experience with the Isinwheel U1 mini electric bike, it's an honest-to-goodness step up from basic entry-level e-bikes, especially if you value portability, charging speed, and that extra bit of power when going uphill. The build quality, ease of assembly, and safety features really give peace of mind. And for me, that's super important, especially if I'm letting teens ride it. In conclusion, this is a bike that just works for real everyday needs. Whether you're a commuter, a student, or you want a fun, reliable option that's easy to store or throw in your car. It's not flashy or complicated, but what it promises, the power, the folding, the comfort, and the convenience, it actually delivers. If you're thinking about picking up an e-bike but want something hassle-free, I'd totally say the Isinwheel is worth considering. That should wrap up this quick review. If you found the video helpful or have any questions about e-bikes in general, or specifically about the Isinwheel, go ahead and leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more honest reviews and tips on how to make urban commuting easier and more fun. Thank you for watching.